Before we begin, just know that there are two options available to you that aren't in the video. One is to not lift your foot off of the floor. That is, you'll just lift the heel and place that against the ankle of the other foot. And you still do a lot of the same work as you would do if you lifted the foot. And we don't want you to fall, so do what it feels safe for you. And with that in mind, you may want to do this near a wall or something that you can hold on to or reach out for if you need it. So having said that, come to mountain pose with the feet together or slightly apart, and feel the weight in the feet, particularly the front and the back of the foot, and position the pelvis so that it feels like it's centered directly above the feet. So the weight is dropping right down into the center of the foot. And then position the head so it feels like it's balanced right over the pelvis. So we start with a balanced frame. And now we want to lift it all up. So starting by pressing down through the space behind the big toe, the space behind the little toe, and the center of the heel, lift the entire center of the body upward. This is really the foundation of the pose. This is what the pose is all about, is that you can maintain this grounding and this lift. And so that is, let's say, 95% of what we're after. And if it's happening, then doing the rest of it is just kind of a little extra something you're doing while you're maintaining this core. So get really clear about the lift from the inner arches through the crown of the head. Settle the eyes somewhere in space in front of you or down at the ground a few feet in front of you. And just keep your eyes kind of parked there as we do the pose. It really affects your balance quite a bit. And then bring your attention to your left leg. Feel the left foot. Imagine it's growing roots deep into the earth. And the left leg is like a tree trunk, solid and stable and deeply rooted. Something you could climb up onto. And then let the right foot climb up onto the left leg. So you might start down by the floor and come up slowly, or you might place it up there. The higher the foot goes, it does get a little bit easier because your foot gets kind of stuck on your leg when it goes high. Now, once the foot is where it's going to be, really push that foot into the leg and push the leg into the foot. If you start to wobble, it's natural. Focus immediately on your standing foot. And let the arms do whatever they want to do. So some different variations are to keep the hands on the hips, to reach the arms to the sides, to reach the arms up, to have the hands at the heart. But again, all of this is extra, and it depends on sort of what you're after and what you're feeling like. The center of the pose is what's important. Now let's slowly bring the foot down. And what we're going to aim to do is stay so stable as you come down that you can gently place the foot on the floor right next to the left foot. And let's do the other side. So first we come to just evenness between the left and right sides. The legs might feel a little bit different right now, but the feet, we want even pressure between those 3 points of each foot. And then bring your attention to your right leg. Imagine it's growing roots deep down into the earth, and that it's responding by becoming very strong, firm, and tree-like, something that you could get up onto and it would hold you. And keep your mind in that as the left leg, without really having much attention paid to it, finds its place on the right leg. You're more concerned about the right leg, though. If you start to wobble, as soon as you start to wobble, you bring your attention to your foot, the outer shin pressing in, the inner arch lifting up. If you fall, you just come back up into it. Now, what you do with your eyes here is very important. Keep the eyes soft, looking out into space, or looking down at the floor. And then root down through the standing leg and lift up through the crown of the head, whatever arm variation you're doing. Now keep that right leg so solid that you can slowly, slowly, slowly bring the left foot down and gently place it on the ground.